Hello, guys. Good morning. I just woke up, and basically, let's go straight to the content of this video. Um, I woke up, drank um, 1 cup of coffee, a big one, and two kava pills. Pills are not the best way to take kava. It's not that effective. You need to take lots of pills for it to work, but like six for me, it's six. But anyways, sorry, this is a HPPD trigger. HPPD trigger. Oh my god. But I can look at it. I can look at it and not see shit. So, this is what I came to talk about. Right. Soon as I started smoking weed after a 2 months break, my HPPD got better after a slight worse, right? But I kept smoking for, more than a month every day and smoking huge quantities again. Um, and then it was getting a little funky again. I was seeing colors pop out, which I would see all the time in the onset of my HPPG, especially with weed, because I never really stopped. But anyways, um, and I had a 2 days weed break, which means in my head I was like, oh, now my HPPG is gonna get even better, it's gonna get even better. And I have this carpet in my house, and was sober, I would look at it and I would be, damn, still looks weird, it's still moving and showing me colors. Okay. I bought kava. I smoked actually and got anxiety again, which was fucked. And then I bought kava, right? I took a lot of kava and I finally relaxed. And I slept, had a nice sleep, and I actually relaxed even more in the next morning when I dosed kava again. And in the third day, I decided to buy weed and smoke it, right? So I got high, and my HPPG got awesomely better. It got so much better, man. Oh, or girl, I don't know who I'm talking to. Uh, I'm talking to you. Okay, cut the crap. Um, I smoked it and my HPPG got even better, and I mixed kava. I've seen some reports that kava made people's HPPG more colorful and stronger, and I was like, damn, what if it happens to me? So I was a little bit anxious. I actually was in a very anxious day. That's why I was taking that much of kava. But the thing is, my HPPD got better soon as I got high, right? And I just got high again today. I spent yesterday smoking the whole day after my HPPD got better. And I just smoked it, man, and I'm seeing way less HPPD. But what's the change here? What's the change? Is that I've been drinking kava and caffeine every morning, and I smoking, gave a break, and returned it to smoking, which is the thing I did in all the times before a huge HPPG improvement came. So I think there is something about it. I think there is something about the way weed interacts with uh, serotonin, especially the hallucinogenic receptors, 5-HT2A, uh, and never mind. Um, and that somehow, if you smoke weed unstoppably for months, it's probably gonna make your HPPG worse because you didn't give your brain a rest, right? But I believe that after a lot of time with the weed going in that receptor and taking that receptor over and changing the format of that receptor, instead of having like I have a deep LSD HPPG, right? I believe that somehow the weed makes the receptor stop acting like it was on LSD and actually get used to act as it is on weed, right? So I've been experiencing, even while sober, euphoria attacks and pleasure, bodily pleasure, especially after exercising, uh, without smoking, right? And even something like kava or caffeine can make me super euphoric, and I feel just as happy as if I smoked weed. Weed obviously works way faster and stronger, but anyways, what I came here to say is for those that have anxiety and want to smoke weed or smoke weed and want to try making HPPD better or something, try this out. Smoke even if it gets worse. Just go home, jack off, do something and sleep. Wake up the next day, be sober, and then you smoke again in another day. It's how I did, and then I was able to smoke days in a row, stop, and return to smoke days in a row, and it would get better. There's something about this little break. You can't expect to be able to smoke weed every day. There will be certain days that you're simply gonna be able to smoke without making HPPG worse, and there are days or weeks where you're gonna smoke and you're gonna trip balls because that's how it works, especially for those who have LSD HPPD, right? But the key point here is exercising, giving tea breaks all the time, sleeping well when you do this, and that I added on kava, right? So I added kava to my life, and it fucking got way better, and I abused benzos as fuck already, recently. And I was expecting actually to have worse anxiety and be freaking out now, but I feel like this combo, drinking caffeine in the morning, taking kava, and smoking a very small amount of weed, I feel I can live my life again. You know, I believe I'm gonna reduce my benzo use, alcohol use down to at least 50%. And I don't even use these drugs that much, right? Right? I have a fucking weird throat. Anyways, um, kava seems to have a reverse tolerance thing, which means every time you take kava, you actually feel more effects from lower doses. So, in my first day taking kava in pills, I took like 7 pills, 8 pills, something like that. The median dose was at least 6, right? Because 6 pills was 3 grams of kava. So, uh, my mind go blank. So, in the first day, I took like 8 pills in total, not at once because it's toxic for the liver, especially pills that I don't know what part of the plant they used, right? Uh, and in the next day, sorry, I'm too high. In the next day, I took 6 pills of kava, and in the other day, I guess I took 6 pills again, or something, 8, I don't know. And today, I only took two. I only took 2 pills. So basically, I'm relaxed as fuck, especially after smoking weed. Sorry, and um, I believe that feeling great, is gonna do the most powerful job in resetting my brain, how I see and feel reality. There's something about it, man. There's something about making yourself feel good and comfortable, and at other days facing extremely unpleasant situations, and making your brain start reprocessing everything, making your brain release chemicals that will make it work differently. You know, the brain. I believe the brain needs to receive different chemicals from itself or from outside, so it starts to actually um, adaptate to this different mode, or even actually recognize it is being altered, you know, uh, and actually trying to recover the good things it used to have and the stability. And I believe that as soon as your brain realizes that hallucinating or something, it is stressful for you, or it is being too much, it will try to reset. That's why some people got better with taking psychedelics again, right? But I don't believe that's the answer. I won't touch psychedelics again if my HPPG go away. Maybe mushrooms. Maybe mushrooms because my head is stuck in what the LSD did to me, right? So I don't know. But anyways, uh there isn't one reason I see to use any psychedelics again after everything that happened to me, you know. It's just not worth it. And if the result gets worse than what happened to me, I can see a future, you know. I can see a future past that, you know. So, um, man, the great thing about weed is you wait a little bit after smoking, small as fuck amount, and you only get higher. You only get more high, and especially for those that have anxiety and HPPD, getting gradually more high actually allows you to adaptate and make you have a great high even in the difficult moments, even in the weird moments of the high, you know. Because just like I just smoked weed, it was the perfect high, the perfect high, but I only got higher. I only got higher. And now that I got in probably the peak of the weed, um, I actually uh, don't feel as good as I was feeling in the onset. So imagine that the onset of my weed high could be the peak of me smoking less, right? The feeling, I mean, the sensation, you know? Um, I could smoke it even less and be in that feeling now, even being underwhelmed in the start, you know. And I wouldn't need to uh, be in the good phase just after smoking, you know, but actually have this transition to a more, I'm not gonna say overwhelming because I'm still feeling good as fuck, but it's a very strong high, you know, it's a very strong high. I was forgetting words, I was like forgetting what I was gonna say and shit, and I don't like that, you know. Anyways, guys, I've also been running every day. Not every day. If I say I'm running every day, I'm lying, right? But I'm avoiding to eat too much in the mornings, right? I'm not eating carbs lately, not much carbs. I'm also exercising heavily, even not eating, you know. So I just have a good lunch and a good dinner. I don't eat it very good in the mornings, other than some milk, right? Some coffee and milk and chocolate. Anyways, cappuccino, it's the name, right? So, anyways, man, multivitamins. I was not taking multivitamins this past months. Uh, in this past month, actually, and I just bought a multivitamins along with the cover, along with the weed and uh, anyways, this new routine of being healthier. And I'm noticing that I'm getting so much better. I have difficult phases, I have difficult moments, but I'm getting so much better that I can see a brighter future, right? I can see a brighter future, you know? And I think everybody deserves this, you know? So don't get stuck in your fear. Don't get stuck that everything is permanent, you know? And just like I said, sometimes it's a matter of simulating the brain again, right? So you experience different things, the brain probably is gonna try adapting for them. That's why I said I've been through stressful moments. I got robbed and I ran for like 2 hours after who stole me, and that was a rush, and heavy exercising. So I believe these past days I released lots of chemicals in my brain because I'm living, and I was smoking weed, got drunk, heavily drunk. Had I don't have hangovers, but I felt fucked, in the next days. Um, Gave weed a break, returned to smoke weed with kava, less caffeine. I still drink caffeine. I used to be drinking too much caffeine, and I just had to cut a little bit and actually drink kava, and I'm feeling on point now. For real, I'm feeling on point. So I don't know. This was just a video to have a conversation with anybody who's interested in these topics, right? Recovering from HPPD, doubts about smoking weed and coughing, the effects of kava kava in my experience. I think I should talk about this. Kava doesn't feel as much spacey in my mind. Uh, I actually just realize I'm able to perceive that I'm actually more sedated. I'm able to perceive that I'm actually relaxed through something. It's not that strong, but actually I be realizing I be stumbling, I be forgetting some stuff. I be acting like I really took a small amount of benzos, and feels great, to beat these effects from a simple supplement. Just take care of your liver, don't take it that much in a couple days and everything, and you're gonna have maximum benefits from it. But anyways, um, talking about the mentality of stimulating the brain to start releasing new chemicals, adapting through the activation of that, go to new places. Also, go to new places, right? Start exploring your city. Be careful, just take care of yourself. Go to the nature, right? Uh, have a mental map of the places you walked, and um, get high if you want to. Just don't overdo it. Be responsible. Respect drugs, and they're gonna respect you, right? And uh, be healthy. Exercise. Take vitamins. Um, be mindful, right? Um, Even if you gotta just, if you don't have patience to meditating, like sitting down and just being there, you should put earphones before sleeping and putting binaural beats, right? Especially those of releasing negative blockages and everything like that, releasing fears and everything. And just go to sleep listening to that shit, man. It's still worth it, right? It's still worth it, especially if you just give yourself the chance of doing this and not unfocusing. Don't unfocus. Just give yourself, oh, I'm gonna sleep anyways. I would listen to something or watch something before sleeping anyways, but I'm too bored or I'm not in the mood of watching something, or I don't know. Just put that shit and try going to sleep. You know. Anyways, take care of yourselves, respect yourselves, value yourselves, and uh, that's it. I hope you liked the video.